Tonight I'm here to talk to you about the problem of dogs in Mexico. So many people ask me, what is the solution? If spay and neuter helps, what are we doing to make it better and to not have this huge problem? Well, I found this shelter 5 years ago, and spay and neuter clinics are everywhere every week. And sometimes we see dogs and we rescue dogs like there are no spay and neuter clinics out there. Massive. So I think about it, and I realize that doesn't matter how many spay and neuter clinics we do. Of course they help a lot, but that's not putting an end to this problem, this huge problem that we have in Mexico. Third world, and the ignorance in this country is huge, is massive. And I'm talking about ignorance because unfortunately the worst cases that we've rescued are with owners, are dogs that have owners. And the other issue is that the owners get puppies, and when they are about 1 year old, that they are not puppies anymore, they just kick them out on the streets. And the biggest problem is that they don't know how to hunt, they don't know how to look for food, and those dogs end up starving because they were raised as puppies with food. They weren't fighting for food. They weren't fighting on the streets to survive. They were in a home. And after a year, the humans kick them out and they don't know how to survive. So those are the worst cases that we've rescued, unfortunately. And I'm talking about Mexico. I'm Mexican, 100% Mexican, and unfortunately in this country we have a huge ignorance. A lot of people ask me, why does this happen with dogs? And I answer, have you gone to the poor areas and have you seen the doggies are moving it. And so have you gone to the poor areas and have you seen how they have their own kids, their own freaking kids, naked, full of worms, no shoes, and they are just playing on the streets, mucus all over their nose, like careless at all. So yes, it's ignorance, and ignorance comes from poor people, unfortunately, the majority, because you don't see that on other areas. Yes, they abandon dogs, of course. I'm not saying that they don't, because I know, even myself, me, when I was back in the days before I started rescuing dogs, I had dogs and I gave them for adoption. Because I was moving homes and I didn't have this house or environment where I could keep a dog. So I myself did it, and that's why I can talk about other people doing it, because they are ignorant. I was ignorant. I didn't know what was the problem. I bought dogs before, 2 dogs before, because I didn't know the huge problem that we are facing in Mexico. And that's why I say we are ignorant, because we don't know, even people with education, we don't know that there are so many dogs out there that need so many homes and care. And that is something that is gonna be so difficult to eradicate in our country, because it is a culture, and to eradicate something that is a culture, it's gonna need hundreds of years. I already gave up. Not really, not quite. I gave up, and I say there is no way we can solve this problem. But just a week ago or something like that, I was with some friends, and then ideas came to my mind, and I think I found a solution with microchipping that I'm gonna go and talk to the future mayor, and hopefully that will be the solution. It's gonna take a long time, but I think it's gonna work. In the meantime, we need to fight this battle, which is rescuing dogs, because people continue abandoning them and being so careless about them. And we're just gonna fight and fight and rescue and try to adopt them and have them in a better place. And so we need your help, always. This is not possible without your help. And you, as supporter, you need to think that you are making a change. Because since I started this rescue 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, we've adopted out over 1,000 dogs. 1,000 dogs have been adopted and changed their lives from cruelty, from malnutrition, from abuse, to a better life, a dog's new life. And that is why I call this shelter or this rescue a dog's new life since the beginning, because my goal was to give a dog a new life. So you are part of this. If you are watching this video, you are part of this, and with your donation we will continue to do this amazing and rewarding work. So I thank you so much for always supporting us, and I encourage you to continue, help us, and change so many lives. Thank you so much. Have a great night.